Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. It is day 5 of Invictus Launch Week, Invictus Fleet Week, whatever you want to call it. And today is the Crusader Tumbrel Nova, or Tumbrel, I don't know why, it's Tumbrel Nova Day, let's face it, and Misk Day. So the Crusader ships, which I think are going to be very popular. Look, people are opening them up. We've got a trio of those giant Crusader Hercules Starlifters and those awesome Nova tanks here. And you can rent them for free for the next couple of days. So during the 25th and 26th, you will be able to rent those ships. And don't worry if you do miss the sort of like free fly for these ships, because during the Drake days, you will also, and towards the sort of like end of Fleet Week with the Drake takeover, you will be able to rent these ships from little terminals in the New Babbage Drake hangar area, Expo Hall area, I should say. But let's have a quick look. So we've got the C2 there, which you can tell because of the red trim. And then you've got the M2 there. Now, downstairs, the interior, pretty much identical. The only place where they differ is upstairs, really, at the moment, anyway. And that's that the M2 has got a armory and drop seat area for like Marines, and it's got an extra seat at the front and extra bunk bed for basically an extra crewman. And the C2 is much more focused on having a living area, a kitchen, and it's supposed to be able to take a load more cargo as well. So sort of bear that in mind. So definitely try those out. We're just gonna run through. We're just gonna run through to get to have a look at the Nova, Tumbrel Nova tanks and the A2. So the A2 is the bomber variant. It is not available yet to fly. The interior has been removed. I had a quick look a second ago because I was filming this, and then CIG sent me 8 emails about the Crusader Hercules and the Tumbrel Nova. We've got some wild lines from NPCs. Oh, that sucks. Probably not the best choice of wild line, but, you know, maybe that's what they're going for. So, also, you can try these Tumbrel Novas out. The C2 and M2 can carry comfortably 2 Nova tanks, and that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be cargo carriers or ground troop and vehicle carriers, or a mixture of the two. But the C2 can carry those 2 Tumbrel Novas and some cargo space. But if you're going for more military operations, you might be more into the M2, and I certainly am, because I love the versatility of having that sort of drop seat space and all that sort of going on. As I said, unfortunately with the A2, it is the bomber variant, but we can't see in the interior. You'll see it like stripped out if I get in any area where I would be able to see. See the interactions don't work. And yeah, here we go. We're able to see in here. The interior has been specifically stripped out, so we can't see it at the moment because I don't want to reveal its secrets. And I did try a little while ago to try and get up to the cockpit to look in, but the interior there has been stripped out for the most part as well. What do we have on this side of the Expo Hall? So we got what appears to be freelancers. Oh, not the Reliance. Bleh, bleh. We'll talk about that in a minute. So we've got the Freelancer Miss, I'm assuming. That makes sense for Fleet Week. So this is a bit of a missile boat variant, high DPS. I've got a little missile reloader it's supposed to have for pumping out missiles into combat. Might be quite expensive eventually, and it would be interesting to see where missiles go. Missile operator mode, obviously, essential for that ship. We've got the Razor EX, I think? Yeah, the Razor EX. So I think this is the stealth variant of the sort of Razor racing ship. It will tell me here, won't it? EX was built for use for surveillance and extraction operations. Yeah, so it's the stealthier version of that racing ship. Might be really cool for some people. I can imagine these being used for like reconnoitering and like, oh god, he's seen me, fly on the wall sort of type things. And then we've got the Reliance Tanner, which is the combat variant of the Reliance. I'm not a massive fan of them. They're one of my least favourite ships. I can't really tell you why. But yeah, they've got a changing sort of wing thing that they can have be vertical or horizontal in their sort of wing formation. But, yeah, combat variant. I don't think they're massively combat popular as a ship for that combat variant, but maybe they are. Maybe I'm wrong. Please tell me if you love the Tano. They're a Gemini. I got a dozen emails from CIG while I was recording this video, going bing, 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 after I had started just talking about the Nova Tonk and the Hercules Starlifter again. But this is the Gemini, so this is the sort of more military version of that gas harvesting and transport ship. Now, I believe it's got a missile launcher at the front instead of its gas harvester, or fuel harvester, or whatever you want to call it. But I think you can change that out. Pretty sure you can change that out. So yeah, its face is missiles rather than sucky. But the idea here is that you'd use this for when you've already got a load of fuel and you want to transport it around to other people in a fleet or through dangerous areas. That's the way I see it anyway. It sort of makes sense. But yeah, lots of like liquid and gas storage tanks here for your fuel. We're still waiting for them to lock in all of the how is fuel and gas harvesting going to work? How is the Starfarer going to work? Are you going to be refining all of this fuel on there? Because quantum fuel, it can be made from a solid, and there's a load of stuff going on there that we're still trying to work out exactly where we stand with the Starfarers. Expect them to be very important to the game. Expect them to be able to harvest gas and fuel, but exactly to what extent will they do every different type of fuel, hydrogen fuel, quantum fuel, that sort of stuff? Will they be able to carry other liquids and farm them as well, and other gases? Quite possibly. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's go check out the holodeck area to see what the last few things are before we jump onto the ship sales page. Under the stairs, going towards the holo suite, we've got another Tumbrel Nova and some more of the Tumbrel vehicles there just on display. And a little Uniting Purpose sort of talks about the start of Fleet Week in Invictus, with the first of our in war, and then the year after, basically, Invictus launches. The interesting thing is here is that Zin was doing a load of research for a lore video, and basically they keep on referencing Invictus starting in 2541. That's not true. It would be 2542. So it's an interesting one. Let's have a look in the holo suite. So what do we got? We have the Tumbrel Ranger. We've got is it the TR variant? Let's have a quick read and a quick look. Yeah, so it's the TR. So this is the sort of small, easy to store bike that's being worked on. But this is the combat variant with two forward-facing guns on it. Pew, 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 pew. I think a lot of people are going to like the Tumbrel Rangers when they're in game. They are reworking a lot of the ground gameplay for vehicles. Sort of like the way they're going to like slide and move around. So I think once we actually have a ground bike that works as intended on the ground, that's wheeled, very, very excited for that. I think it's going to be really cool. The Ares here, is it an Ion or is it a Inferno? It is, looks a bit hard to tell because the gun is not done on properly. I suspect this is an attempt at an Inferno because it's got multiple barrels. Can't say the word barrels. So if it was an Ion, it would have a single big QQ. So yes, indeed, it is the Inferno. So basically, the idea with the Ares ships is that they are a heavy fighter that are a giant size 7 gun with a ship attached. So you have the Inferno, which is high rate of fire, big chain gun, shooting lots and lots of shots. Or you have the Ion, which is slow firing, more snipery, and the Ion sort of focuses more on shields and power, and the Inferno focuses more on armor. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how these sort of ships go against things like the new X-Wing. I should say it's not the X-Wing, it's obviously the RSI Scorpius, but it looks like an X-Wing, doesn't it? Well, this doesn't. This looks like a Ares. Oh god, where's my camera in the ceiling? Bad camera. Bad camera. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. So yeah, I think a lot of people quite like the Ares. They like the idea of a single-seater heavy fighter, huge alpha damage. Ion being my favourite here. But let's take a quick look on the website to see what's available to buy during the next couple of days.
At Crusader Industries, we believe that our values are more than a standard of behavior. They're our legacy and our inspiration. We don't defend them through sheer size or firepower alone. We ally ourselves with those who share our core beliefs. We make sure the real heroes make it to where they're needed most. At Crusader Industries, we know that lifting up others benefits us all.
So I really wanted to show that video off because it was just so awesome. Had not realised that was a thing or had come out. So they're sort of doing another little promotion page for the Hercules Starlifters, the C2 and M2, obviously being flyable now, as is the Nova tank that sort of like can be carried inside it. And I suppose the Ballista can also be transported by it. We'll have a look at that page in a minute in a bit more detail. But first, let's have a look to see what ships are actually on sale and vehicles are on sale today. So we've got a Crusader Ares Inferno upgrade, discounted war bond upgrade. Gives your ship the upgrade from what gives it 10 years insurance. And tomorrow we'll have a different deal of the day, basically. So flyable now that we can purchase. C2, M2, both war bond and standard versions. You can see here my prices have got VAT 20% added. The C2, pretty expensive, but reasonably priced for Star Citizen. Then the M2 and the A2 just get exorbitantly expensive. We've got the Crusader Mercury Star Runner there. Now, that's probably my favourite ship still, by some margin. I absolutely love the Mercury Star Runner. Super multi-role. It's going to be a great data runner, great cargo hauler, great little multi-role ship, great for mission running, great for multi-crew. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. And it's got all the sort of latest tech in-game as well. Future viable stuff. So we know the A2 is coming out later this year. Ridiculously overpriced, in my opinion. $700 for this ship is ridiculous. And then we've got the Ares Ion and Ares Inferno. Sort of different flavors of the very similar sort of ship idea. Size 7 guns, big pew pew. We can see some various Invictus Fleet Week skins for the Hercules Starlifters, which should be available to put on any of them. And then we've got Tumbrel Land Systems here. The Nova tank, cool. Something I'll be getting. I think I already have one. But I would advise people to get in game because ground vehicles are going to be relatively cheap for the most part compared to ships. So we've got the Nova tank, and then we've got the Cyclones, all of those here. We've got the Tumbrel Ranger, that small mobile ground-wheeled bike. And we've got some skins for the Nova. Now, I would have liked to have seen this green skin. I would have liked to have seen this sort of more gunmetal skin rather than the camo forest skin that we saw. What planet's going to make use of this? This Ember Storm paint? Well, there probably will be one. Actually, thinking Daymar might even be able to make use of it. Think about it. There's probably quite a few planets that will make use of that one. We've got some skins for the Cyclones as well. And then we've got Misk. Is it just the... Oh, no. For some reason I thought it was just the Reliance, but we saw the other Misk ships, obviously. So we've got the Reliant Tanner there. We've got the Razor EX. We've got the Freelancer Miss. We've got the Starfarer Gemini. Obviously, we saw loads of Misk ships. If you want to grab any of those. And then we've got some skins for the Reliance and the Freelancers and even the Starfarers. Oh, I quite like some of these colours on the Starfarer, admittedly. So we've got some new sales pages for the C2, M2 and A2, sort of like just promoting them a little bit more, saying, oh look, the C2's got loads of cargo, and the M2's got loads of armor, and they can carry all of the things that you need. But I really like these pages actually in the what they've done with the sort of like portioning out of a brochure into sort of like more of a website format. You can come here, have a look, if you want to grab a giant pack of Nova tanks and like an M2 or C2, if you're that way inclined. You can get some upgrades as well to the C2 and to the M2. Grab yourself an A2 if you want. So let's have a quick look through these pages. It just goes through some pretty shots and explains exactly how they differ. But I really like these sort of like pages for the ships, sort of, as I said, portioning out what they would have normally in a brochure. And we've got a page for the Nova tank as well. So this is by far my favourite ground vehicle. It's a big tank. Is it the Slayer cannon as well on it? Slayer long-range ballistic cannon. It just looks cool, and it's got like anti-ship rockets, energy rockets which replenish or something, and a turret, pew 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 pew. It's got a lot going on for it. It just generally sort of like looks cool. I'm not sure if I like the forest skin. I don't like the forest skin. Like the gunmetal and the Timberline one. Timberline. Yeah. So check out the sales today. If you want to try out the Mercury Star Runner, and you should, or the Crusader, Hercules, A2, M2, and the Nova tanks, then today's your day. They are all available to rent free in the halls, so try them before buying them if you are so inclined. But yeah, loving what Star Citizen's doing with their sales and Fleet Week. But what do you think? Are you going to be purchasing anything yourself? Are you enjoying Fleet Week? Have you not been able to get in because everything's exploding or crashy or buggy? What's your experience with Alpha 3.13.1? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below.
Oh, what's this? I just found all your search history online. You filthy boy, buying spaceships and going on Ship Hub. Zin, show a picture of like a sexy ship or something. You should have used NordVPN. It's a VPN, obviously, and it has my seal of approval because I chill for them. Use the links below to get a discount and help protect your data, identity, privacy, and to help with online accessibility. I'm shilling for spaceships today. Do you like building spaceships? Of course you do. JR Fabrication make officially licensed Star Citizen products and Airfix-like model kits. Do you want an Arrow fighter? Maybe a Freelancer? Some Cyclone little buggies? Dragonflies? Oh my! You can buy them and build them, or just add them to your pile of shame. You want dioramas of ships and vehicles? They've got them too, and they continue to add more to their range. Follow the link down below to jrfabrication.co.uk/board to see all of the wonderful products they have on offer, and use the code BoredInvictus to also get some exclusive Fleet Week recruitment propaganda A3 art prints with each of your orders. Ooh. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For May, it's for a Crusader Hercules Starlifter. It's a big boy cargo and ground vehicle transport ship that you can expect to be added to the game by the end of the month. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. Thank you so much to my channel members who have pressed the join button below my videos, and my Patreons as well. Going the extra mile really, really helps the channel. Say thanks for helping the channels in.
Thanks for helping the channels in.
Consider becoming a channel member or Patreon as well, and maybe you'll get some poorly photoshopped naughty spaceship shots. Oh, saucy. Thanks for watching and all your support.